It's opening night and the stars are out. And we might even have a star in the house. We're talking High School Musical, the series after this.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, right when I'm sorry. For the people that are listening, we have Dara Renee in the house. First off, I gotta explain the laughing because we start the show with a lot of lights, a lot of laughs, a lot of dance and everything. You seem surprised.
I didn't know the lights are going off. It was like, but
yes.
It's cool. It was really
yes.
I love it.
We are a lively crew. This is a lively after show. This is the after show for High School Musical, the series, and we are talking episode 9, season 1, opening night. So much.
Act 1. Let's be real clear about what this is.
Yes, Act 1 of opening night, but that is what the episode is called. There's so much to talk about, but before we get into that, we need to introduce who we are. You guys know me. I am Jeff, your host, Jeff Williams, and we have Leslie that is not here today. She is sick, so she will be with us next Tuesday to finish out the finale. But to my left, we have Shay Jones. How you doing, Miss Disney? I'm gonna just call you Miss Disney because you're the one I call for anything Disney information.
I love that. Thank you so much. That is the best compliment I've had all day.
Well, you know what? That's what I'm here to do. Just give you compliments. But
See, that's why I call him my work cousin. Y'all just
but
don't know.
look, I gotta give some more compliments.
Come on now.
The one and only Dara Renee. How are you?
I'm good. This is so fun.
We are so happy to have you. We are so happy to have you. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna be talking episode 9, opening night, which you killed. Not only, no surprises, it is what it is. Even last minute changes with a book out there. It's fine. Still killing it. But no, so there's so much to talk about with this episode. This was opening night, so we see all the hard work of the season being put to work. And unfortunately, Gina is gone, but that means Kourtney stands in. So we see Kourtney take over for the first part. And there's a lot of stuff going on. There's some hiccups with Big Red. There's hiccups with a little bit of everybody because what else would it be if there wasn't hiccups? But there was so much fun going on, a lot of drama. Kourtney might have added some drama. But we're gonna talk all about that. We're gonna be talking more about Dara Renee and figure out what's going on with you because we're gonna have an interview at the end. We're gonna be still doing a special segment where there's our Wildcat Corner. I don't know why I almost forgot about that. Like it's not my favorite segment. Like we don't get hype out here for it. Yeah, the Wildcat Corner.
He gets more hype than anybody.
It's fine. Someone gotta get hype for us.
I get hype, but you take it to a different level.
There's facts.
I would rewatch your videos and not knowing he's still going, and I'm just
There's 100%. I'm usually sitting right there next to her, and she's that is when she speaks. I'm in the corner just like this,
and I'm
just dancing.
And I'm trying not to pay attention to him because I have a segment to introduce. Okay.
And I don't. I have dancing to do. No, but there's so much more. We're gonna get all into that, and then our final predictions for the final episode of the season. So before we get into the first part, what were your overall thoughts?
Shay. I thought this was amazing. All the songs in this episode, especially Status Quo and Get Your Head in the Game, was epic. However, I need to, Ricky, sweetie, we got things to talk about, and so we got to talk about Miss Kourtney too, because baby, it's a big deal today. But I loved it overall. I thought it was amazing. I loved the performance, the choreography, especially Seb's body roll. Babe, you better just be swinging.
Joe's iconic.
It was the most iconic.
He's
hard.
When I saw him fly, I was like, Joe, the flexibility, the talent, amazing.
It was awesome.
Can you explain? The acting was great, but don't get me wrong. But I'm a fan through and through, so I watch behind the scenes. Can you explain the pants down for not one, but a plethora of photos for Joe during the behind the scenes of this episode?
First off, shout out to Joe. Literally, I love him so much. But his pants. Now I don't know the full story about this because it's so funny because most of the time we were shooting Status Quo, so I was just there like hyping everybody up. I was like, yes, Gina, Joe, Rico, Stephanie, Lauren. Everybody was killing it. So because everyone was killing it, some pants got a little loose, and I think it ripped like the first pair of pants ripped, and then the second pair, like, he wasn't getting any, like, circulation. And it was hot, because it was, like, everybody was up tight in that gym. Yeah, because it was, like, we did it in front of a live audience every single take. So it was, like, 100 people on the bleachers. And then that's not even, like, reconciling, like, 200 crew that was slaying the game. And us, like, me being extra, me and Julia, like, being, like, behind the scenes, like, yeah. So it was a lot of people, and it was hot. And I just saw Joe. He was like, I'm so hot. And I was like, it's okay.
That's amazing. I was saying, like, just looking at you guys' Instagram and, like, behind the scenes photo, you see him, like, chilling with just in your seats, but, like, he has, like, he always has something over his lap, and then you see his pants start at, like, his, like, kneecaps, and I'm like, I mean, I feel you, I'm a guy, so, like, I just assume, but I needed the background story, so that's what's up.
But before we jump into it, what are your overall thoughts?
Oh, this episode?
Of this episode, sir.
This episode, I liked it a lot. I thought it was really cool. I was interested to see the different renditions of, like, Status Quo and Bob to Top was...
Get your head in the game.
Yeah, no, but I was saying that was last episode, but Get Your Head in the Game for this episode. So I was just excited to see that because this is the opening night, and I was always wondering what it would look like because the whole show was preparing for it. I was wondering how they were going to do it, where they were going to do it. So it was a great episode. I'm going to dip into last episode a lot just because of how big it was for you. Yeah. But yeah, I love this episode. What'd you think about it? Obviously you were working it, but what'd you think about the performance of everybody and the whole thing?
Oh my gosh, they're so good. Like sometimes, like, when you watch, like, it's just you really see everyone's talent. Like, words can't even describe how talented my cast is. I'm not even trying to be like my cast is all that, but they kind of are. They're just
I'm gonna gas you up, but you don't need gassing.
Like, you don't need to be gassed up, but they're, like, literally, like, they're so sweet. So, like, just seeing everyone, like, go into character and just fully committing, I was like a proud mom. I was like, yes, you guys, please kill it. You guys got this. They were so amazing.
That's what's up. And that's always cool to see, and always cool to, like, work with them because you're killing it as well. You're just as talented, if not more, than all of them. So, hey, I'm just happy we got you here because in a couple weeks, I'm like, oh, she's like, Jeff, who is that?
No.
It's like Emmys, Oscars, it's award season. I was like, okay.
Here comes the Teen Choice Award.
Exactly. So let's actually get into the thick of things. Before we get into all the drama with EJ and Nini and all that, I want to kind of talk about some of the other characters real quick. EJ was he wasn't, like, doing anything crazy, but he was texting somebody, and the camera kept showing him. So it made the audience, me particular, think that he's texting Gina. And all the signs point to it. They were always friends. He's always trying to better himself. He's been on this kick. I'm the new EJ. Look at me. I don't tell any lies. I lose a lot of Instagram followers because I'm canceled now. But, like, I think he is trying to make amends, be a good friend, and maybe send a text and see if he can get her there. What do you think?
I agree with you that it might have been leading to him actually getting Gina to come back. However, I think EJ's already said, I'm not trying to change no more. Like, this is me. I'm, like, I'm in my person, in my body right now, and I am a liar and a cheater, and that's who I am. What?
Wow.
I'm saying some truth right now, though.
I mean, that's how I feel about it. If I could say that, I would have said,
I love Matt, like, as a person, but your character, we gotta talk about him today.
Yeah.
Really, you are actually a liar and a cheater, and you are not growing at all. You keep saying you want to grow, but you're actually not doing the work it requires to be a better person.
Yes. No, what were you going to say? It's like, should I say something?
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. High school is really hard for everybody, and that's when, like, everyone's, like, finding themselves. So I feel like EJ right now is finding himself, Yes. He grew up, with everything kind of, like, I don't want to say being handed to him because, like, you never know what people are going through. So I just think, like, he's trying to be a better person, and he learns now, especially this time in his life, that his actions have consequences. So I feel like now that he knows that, he's trying to, like, be like, I'm trying to do the right thing. It's hard, but I'm really trying.
Yeah, look.
That's all I can say without getting in trouble.
All I'm saying is sometimes the right people that are meant to be for each other, you got to go and be better and do yourself and grow. What EJ's trying to do, he's trying to be a better person for himself first and then be a better person for Nini later.
We'll talk about that
and
later.
That's what he's doing. Like, he's being a good person. He is the one for her. Team EJ all day. Need I say it more?
You should never say it anymore. I think we all know where you stand.
We know where I stand, and we know where you stand. But Big Red was kind of confused because I don't know where he stands. We kind of see him in this episode, kind of confused about that might be all. No, Gina, Nikki, Nini, and Ricky.
Yes.
All three of them. I just said like 4 names, but all 3 of those people. He gets kind of confused. We kind of see him like, wait, was that song for Nini or Gina? What's going on there? How do you think that, or like, how do you feel about like Big Red being there and kind of confused about that situation?
I think about the song part. Okay.
Yeah, the song part.
In my mind, I'm like, can he just get through the verse? That's all I really wanted. Personally, I wanted to hear the song before you kind of jump down his throat about what is it about.
Yeah.
Let me hear the lyrics because it sounds so beautiful and I need to hear more. But I think Big Red's like just confused about what's going on in his own life, especially with Ashlyn. Like we don't know what's happening there. Yeah. Buddy, I mean, break a leg. I know, like, sir, like. You like her? She likes you.
You're talking about Big Red and Ashlyn?
Yeah.
Oh,
my guy is just
they're so cute.
He's
so
just shy.
He's
like,
really,
but like the thing is like,
shy.
if you look at, they're both that way. Like
they're both like they don't know how.
They're awkward together.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I think
that fist
adorable.
pound probably was like associated like almost a normal person kiss. At least like a normal person wink. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like a full on kiss, but like the socially awkward fist bump in high school, like that means something.
Yeah, but the way like her response to it was just like I don't need a romance, but baby, you want a romance. It would be nice.
It would be nice.
It's nice to cap off my
So y'all
my
both ship them?
I ship them.
Definitely.
We all shipping them.
They're cute.
But so we at least ship that. I don't know who Big Red. I don't know who Big Red ships. I'm gonna go with Ricky. Ricky and Gina for who Big Red ships. Okay. But I really want to know, who do you ship?
Oh God.
Let us know.
I ship love.
That's how she gets out of the question.
And I'm gonna read in between the lines. You know who didn't say love? Just saying.
Oh wait.
Just saying.
But you know who did say love and still lied?
He didn't lie about the love part.
That love is toxic. Okay, that's not real love. We've had this conversation before.
Hey, this hurt Mike.
I'm team. Everybody be happy.
All right, so we're gonna
She's
be
like,
team.
why y'all keep messing with
No,
me?
that's fine. No, I get it. I just have a question. So if you date a guy, you tell him you love him, he's a scrub. It's fine. He's a scrub. He's fine. And then you meet another guy who's misguided, but he pushes you forward. He's always looking out for your best interest, even if it's bad. And then you find out the bad. Who do you go with?
The first one.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not good with these relationship things because I ain't never had one. So I'm gonna say I would be. Gosh, I don't know, because me being me, I would just be like, I'm chilling with whatever works.
You know what? Nini needs that mindset, or just like I'm just chilling. Period. I mean, that's just my perspective. We talked about this on the show so much about how we talk about team EJ, team Ricky, but like at the end of the day, we're team Nini. We know like she needs to focus on herself. Mm-hmm. We've all seen that. We've seen her grow. Yeah. We've seen your character grow as well. We're gonna talk about that, and I can't wait to talk about that. But no, we're all team Nini. So I really hope that that she stays team Nini and focuses on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm team Nini, I'm team Ricky, and I'm team EJ. I feel like everyone needs to just love themselves and have fun and just have fun. Like nobody gotta be in a relationship right now. But I'm chilling if you want to.
So how does Kourtney feel about relationships?
I guess Kourtney, she's like, well, her personally, I feel like she's not really thinking about that right now. She's like, I'm feeling myself, period, as Beyonce and Nicki Minaj would say.
Noise. as you should. That's what's up. So yeah, let's dive into Nini and Ricky and all that. We see that they're like about to give each other gifts, and that kind of goes awry. What do you think about that situation and how they didn't give each other gifts?
I'm gonna need either one of y'all to just let somebody finish the sentence before you try to cut them off. I really, when I was watching this episode, that's all I was thinking of. Can a person just finish a sentence before you try to cut them off what you think they're going to say? Like, really, that's all I want. Like, I need them to have better communication. That's also their problem. They both need better communication with each other.
I feel like they're so, like, they have so much, like, unspoken, like, feelings that they're just like, and like, I feel, this is just my analyzation. I hope I said that correctly. But I feel like, you know, Ricky has so much to say and Nini has so much to say that they're just like, you know? Mm-hmm. And I feel like that really shows, like, you know, especially teenagers in high school, like, we all have these just so unmasked feelings that we want to get out. But, like, we're kind of a little nervous, too. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a little sketchy. It's a little scary.
Yeah, I mean, it's all true. And we see that Ricky is, like, not continuously getting in his own head, but he's still kind of nervous about the show. Mm-hmm. And so is Nini. That's kind of why they showed up so early, to kind of get the jitters out. Mm-hmm. And Nini goes to, well, let me not skip too far. I was gonna say, Nini got nervous, but I was like, but why did she get nervous? So let me not skip too far. But Ricky does step out because Nini is nervous. Were you surprised that he steps down from the show?
Well, only reason I'm not is because of boyfriend Todd showing up, because he has, like, his own emotional distress going on.
That got me so mad when Todd came.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. I was going to say, that's where this is leading to. So that is my next question is, are you surprised and how'd you feel? So
for me, it was like, if you're gonna show up, boyfriend, can I get a warning?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't shock me. Like, as I'm, like, waiting in the wings for my shot, and I'm performing this big number.
Yeah.
And now I'm frozen in time because my parents aren't, like, I had, like, maybe a moment thought that my parents were going to get back together. Mm-hmm. But now, like, it's kind of squashed. Here comes boyfriend Todd messing everything up, and now I'm angry about it.
Mm-hmm. I know. I was...
Yeah, how do you feel about that situation, being, like, for Ricky in that situation, having to deal with all that, with his dad being there, the girl, or his mom and dad, but and the boyfriend being there?
I was so mad. Like, if I was Ricky, I would be like, hey, bro, what the heck? Like, what are you doing? Because, like, I just felt like that was not the time to introduce your boyfriend to...
Well, no, he got introduced technically at Thanksgiving, when that also wasn't time.
I hate
Don't
that.
answer the phone.
Yeah. I was like...
while I'm in the shower.
I was like... Todd, if you don't get some guidelines and take a step back, why would you answer this lady's phone? Like, I was just like, I was disrespected. I felt disrespected. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, the audacity. And then the audacity to show up to the show. Like, one thing Todd has is the audacity. That's one thing.
I know, it's only been like 3 weeks. I just found out my mom going to Chicago forever. She ain't coming back.
Right.
Now she with you for some reason. How long y'all been together?
Right.
Were you together while she was in Chicago?
Right. I was like, Todd.
We did the after show about that. Like, when that happened, we were both like, who's this clown? I didn't even give him a name. I call him home. I'm not gonna give him a name. It's Homeboy. Homeboy just came.
He refused to call him by his actual name.
I'm just letting you know, if I call my mama and for some guy, no reason she's not with my dad, but if some unknown dude answer the phone, first off, I'm cussing him out. Second of all, my mama better not be in nobody's shower.
Period. Period.
Thank you. And third, if you bring this clown to my show, you better at least introduce him before the show starts.
That's what I said.
Homeboy came in the middle of a song.
Why were you not here at the beginning? Like, sir, did you have to take a flight into see us? Right. Like, I need to understand what happened in the process.
There were so many questions. Like, why were you late? Why were you not introduced before? Right. Why was the dad just like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, I was.
And then why were you acting weird about Miss Jenn? And then, oh, here's Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Miss Jenn's like, oh, it's nice to meet.
Wait, right. So I want to ask you about that, because I saw in the comments that people were upset that Ricky was okay with his dad dating but not his mom, and I have a certain feeling about that, because I think they think it's a double standard, and I don't feel that way, and I'll explain my reason. But now I want to hear you guys' opinion on that.
I hear you. I just want to shout out the chat, because they are actually live right now.
Oh yeah, what's up?
I got Ivan in the chat. I got Matilda Round saying Todd ruined my mood during the episode. Brandon says I blame Todd. Everybody else is like Sydney, Salazar, Ellen Hainwright. I'm gonna spell your name because I can't say it. H.A. Bible Ozon. He said yes, preach. Everybody just, and then Ivan said the audacity in all caps.
The audacity. audacity.
In all caps.
Honestly.
Audacity.
But to go back to your question,
Yeah.
Remind me of your question. I know it has something to do with Todd. The double standard.
Yeah, the double standard. I was about to say, I looked at my thing, I was like, what was my question? That's low-key why I was laughing and I went like this, move away from my camera.
Okay. I will say this. For the comments, I can understand why certain people feel it's a double standard.
Mm-hmm.
However, from Ricky's standpoint, I can understand why it's not.
Okay.
That's how I can I can't really phrase it in a way that make people happy with my explanation of this, but I can understand for him because his mom is the one that's gone. Technically, that's his mom. Like, obviously you're not with my dad, but I don't also see you that often. Apparently, like you fly out every other time, so I don't have to see another man in your life. And technically, I am that other man. So now you're asking me not only to accept the fact that you're divorcing my father, but now I have to accept another man who's going to be a part of your life and now somehow be a part of my life.
I feel that too. Like, I was thinking, like, it's a little different with Ricky and his dad because Ricky has always been with his dad, as you said. And also, like, he knows his dad and he knows the things that he needs, kind of. Like, he knows that he wants to see his dad happy. And I feel like what's a little different with the mom is that he misses his mom. Mm-hmm. And he wants to see her. And now that Todd's in the picture, I feel like he thinks, oh, this is what's keeping you away from me. This is why you're not coming back home is because of him. So, like, I feel like naturally, I totally relate to this. Like, naturally, you want to find something to be like, you're the reason.
You're the blame.
Yeah, you're the reason why my mom's not with me and my dad anymore. Like, my dad's still with me, my mom's not. Yeah. So that's what, like, kind of I took it as, but I do understand why people might be like, oh, it's a double standard, but that's
as I didn't think it was a double standard at all for those reasons, because like he is there, he lives with his dad still, and he's mentioned multiple times that his mom is not there. She left to Chicago, like she's never around or whatever, and he wants to see his mom.
Period. Yeah.
She comes back to like let him know the news, and then she dips. My thing is, if you're my mom and you breaking all this news, you need to be chasing me.
Period.
Obviously, yes. I'm going to be running away. That's what I do. If you tell me my parents are getting divorced, you ain't going to see me. But you better chase after me. I don't want my mom like, here's my news. And then homeboy from the corner just going to be picking up, oh yeah, your mom's in the shower. If someone tells me my mom's in the shower, I'm going to say a lot more things that could be said on the show.
Put down her phone. Who are you?
First of all, don't tell me she's in the shower. I don't even... Why would I need that imagery?
Exactly. I was like, there was no reason for him to say that. There was no reason for him to pick up the phone.
For me, it was never a double standard, but I could see where they're coming from because like one's dating one and the other one's dating as well. But I think for the dad, it was like, you want happiness for him. Yeah. You saw that he was struggling. Yeah. You don't know how your mom's doing. You just assume that she's chilling and kicking it with homeboy. Yeah. But you see that your dad's struggling, so you want him to do better, no matter who it is. You just want him to find happiness. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure we talked about that because that was something big in the discussion, in the chat, and everything. But now let's put all our attention on the one and only.
Oh wait,
on you. But before we shower you with loves, I got some questions because you causing all the drama. Not all of it, but some of it. But a portion of it.
That's what I do.
So you guys already know that Kourtney decides to take a little bit into her own hands. She's like, I'm gonna just call and then put in the application for you, Nini. So how'd you feel when you read that? And then how would you feel if your friend did that for you?
Oh my gosh, when I read that, I was like, dang it, they're gonna hate me. But like, I feel like Kourtney had really good intentions. She only wants what's best for Nini. And she feels like Nini is going to probably be like, I'm not going to leave because I don't want to leave my friends and my relationships behind, which is totally normal. And I feel like she has every right to choose whether or not to do that. So that's why I was like, Kourtney. But like, I understand because Kourtney was like, I feel like this is you going in the direction of the career you want to go. And I feel like you just need that little shove. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't her place. But she did it anyways.
She's like, I think that's kind of because I invited her.
Yeah, because I invited her.
Ooh, I forgot that part. How'd she get home?
I know.
I have no clue why the woman's here. She just what a clipboard.
Who is this? Wait, see, what is that? that.
So what'd you think about it then?
The situation.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't like Kourtney, you could have gave me a warning.
Yeah,
I know.
Like that's the least you
I
could have gave
know.
me.
I know.
Like you got a part in the show. Oh yeah, Miss Jenn was be part of the show. Oh, and I also called the woman from Youth Actors Conservatory too. She might be here tonight. That might be something to tell me.
I don't even know what to say because you're right.
It's like your best friend is like you're doing it for your best friend, but it's just like a little misguided. But I'm like, if I'm in her, she's like, oh wait, he's looking. It was like, is Scouts out there? Oh nah. I was like, you feel for Nini, and that's why she gets like in her nerves and everything, and we kind of see what happens. But I had to give you a little crap on that one.
No, I know. 'Cause, like I read that and I was like, oh my gosh, I can see it. But like I understand because like a lot of friends, they do what they feel is best for you,
Yep.
and even though it may not be right all the time, you know it's coming from a place of love, but.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean that they should do it, but
no, I mean like even like to the extent that you did that as Kourtney, you did this and you knew she was going to be leaving if she got accepted because you knew it was in Denver, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you knew it was in Denver, so like that even shows you how genuine of a friend you were to do that because like you're going to be losing your best friend, but it's only to catapult her life.
Yeah.
But that's what you should do. See, this is how you do it. You don't do what EJ does. You want to talk about like?
Come out.
I'm using this example.
You never mind.
Right.
You know what? Hey, no, you're not right. You're not right. But what I was gonna do. No. See, my mindset was going, how can I find a way to make that sound even worse what you did so I can bring it back to EJ and make him sound better? That's what my mind was going, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. We need EJ to be more like Kourtney. That's what we need to do. Is that better? Is that closer to?
Even she's like,
No. EJ. I feel like EJ is his own person, and he's finding his way the best way he knows how. And I feel like he's on the right path. He is gonna make some mistakes because growing up in that growing up with his life, you just make mistakes.
Yeah.
And.
You get a little
I'm
dose.
playing devil's advocate, but I can't say no more. That's all I can say without getting in trouble.
Yeah, he's getting a little dose of reality. So getting canceled and a little dose of reality.
Oh my gosh, when I saw that, I was like...
that was classic.
I was like, the shade! I was like, dang, they did EJ so dang.
You know who I felt got did dirty in this episode? I feel like you did. We're going to talk about why... Well, we're talking about why because Gina came back.
Yes.
And as you know, she had left because she is going to be moving with her mom.
Yeah.
She's left, and then she is brought back by, who knows? EJ, a plane, a car, you never know. EJ's my vote. But she's brought back, so she steps in. You step in for her spot, and then she goes back in. So
she said she thrust it back at her. You're like, you need to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to take this, check the tray,
yes.
and do your thing.
So that was you gave her center stage.
Yes.
But last episode, you got center stage.
Yes.
And you killed that.
Thank you.
And I just needed to end with killed that because there's more to it. You killed that ish. Let's just say it like that. And I just wanted to personally say you killed it, and I loved watching it, and it was so cool.
The version was so amazing.
So,
oh my gosh, thank you.
How did it feel when you knew you got that role or that like spot, that like song right there and everything for this episode?
Oh my gosh, it was so scary because before I even read the script, Tim texted me and he was like, "Can you perform this at the table read?" And I was like, "Perform what?" And then he was like, "Bop to the top," and I was like, "Oh, me and Olivia are singing it," and he was like, "No, it's you," and I was like, huh? I was so scared, but I came up with the arrangement myself, like all the riffs and everything, which was super fun. And Tim, everyone was just so like accepting, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, you're so good," and I was like, "Thank you." And then what was even scary, like when we were performing it, as you know, the special guest in episode 8, Lucas, he was there, and while I was singing it, I just peep him looking, and I was like, gosh. The original person. I was like, Ryan is watching me sing Pop to the Top. What the heck is happening? And when I came down, I was kind of like, I was going to walk past him and I was like, what'd you think? And he was just like, oh my gosh, you killed it. You were so good. And I was like, thank you, Lucas. And he was like, oh my gosh, you're slaying. And first of all, Lucas is so talented and the sweetest person, and him and Kate are just magic. And it was just such a great opportunity that I was so blessed to have been given, and I'm so grateful for that.
So when you said you came up with the riffs and everything, so like you were able to control what the rendition pretty much,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So how much like leeway did they give you guys to like come up with your own versions of songs?
Well, from my perspective, they kind of gave us a lot of leeway. As you know, Olivia wrote a song for the show. Ricky, what the heck is wrong with me? Josh and Olivia also wrote a song. I mean, they're really accepting of letting, us, speak for our generation, I feel like a lot of teenagers, how do I say this? I feel like most shows, even though they're catered to them, they're written by an older demographic. So, like, even though you might relate to it, I feel like what Tim does a really good job of is letting us explore through our own personal experiences. And I feel like that's kind of what makes our show just magic. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in it, but I really feel like that's what gives me personally watching it as an audience member that spark, because we as, our age group is able to actually have a voice in this and actually be like, I think this would be a little bit better right here. I feel like my person being my age and being the way I am would feel more comfortable saying this. So, but the storyline is all them. So.
Yeah. And there's one thing in the storyline that they kind of throw out there.
Yes. That
they like tease. I don't know if a lot of people caught it. I wrote it down just because I don't know what's going to happen in the next episode. And I wanted to ask you about it, see what you can tell us, if anything. But Miss Jenn says something along the lines of, after Christmas break, Come talk to me. I was about to say hit my line.
Hit my line.
Because that's the Jeffrey rendition of it. But
Sorry,
yeah.
That was so chaotic. I don't know why I just did that. Keep going.
No, so she says hit my line after Christmas break.
Yes.
Meaning season 2. What can we expect from Kourtney in season 2?
I'm gonna be 100 with you. I don't know.
Okay.
They Tim is so funny with this. He likes to keep everything a secret. So I'm like, hey, what show are we doing? Hey, what songs are we doing? And he's like, wait, please. It's like, okay. So I don't really know what's gonna happen, but I'm really excited for this journey, and I feel like now that we kind of know the ropes, I feel like we're gonna be able to experiment a lot more, and I'm really excited to see what we do.
Now I have a question for you.
Yes.
Because you're no stranger to Disney. I mean, if you guys don't, recognize her, she was in Freaky Friday at Savannah, and then not only did you do that before you got High School Musical, the musical, the series. You worked with 2 of your co-stars prior to getting Kourtney.
Yes.
You worked with Olivia and Sophia on the legendary music video.
Yes.
How was that experience for you? Not knowing almost a year later you guys will all be on a show together.
Oh my gosh, that was actually so fun. We did a music video, legendary, as you just said, and we were all in school. Because as you know, like when you do when you have to be, oh my gosh, when you have to be on set, you have to take moments to go to school and everything. So that's where we kind of introduced ourselves. And I remember I was so stressed out because it was during the same time as AP exams, and my dumb self decided to take 3 APs at one time. Don't do that.
You ain't dumb if you're doing 3 APs.
Facts.
First off, smart.
Thank you, but it was so fun. We got to know each other. That's when I really saw like Sophia and Olivia's talent. Like they were like catching stuff like that, and I was like, what is happening? I mean, they're so talented and so smart. Like it was like they like already knew what was happening. Like they would do the dance, they would do the song, and then they would go do their work, hurry up and finish. And I'm like, how did you guys how are you not distracted? That's how like amazing they are. Like, and it was just so nice. Like everyone on that set was just so amazing. Like it's I know it might sound a little phony, but literally everyone that I met in the Disney family has been nothing but nice to me, and I can say nothing but only good things. Like it's just such a family. Like it's so amazing, and I'm so blessed to be a part of it,
That's what's up.
Thank you.
Let me know if I'm wrong, but I have yet to see this there Renee and you're watching Disney Channel.
That's a good question.
When did that happen?
Because
good question.
I should have asked Frankie this when he was here, but I know it's Disney Plus. But this Jeff Williams and you're watching Disney Plus.
I want to know too.
Like, what you want? Give me something.
Hey, I'm free. Somebody, please let me do that. When I tell you I thought I was gonna do that for Freaky Friday. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna get to do the on, and they were like, psych, and I was like, ooh, okay. But like, I'm willing to do it. I want to do it. I'm willing to do anything. Hey, you're watching Disney Plus.
Hey, we're speaking this into existence.
I love how she did that too.
By the time season 2 comes out, it's gonna be all over the place. So we're speaking that into existence. So that's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, we want to get into our special segment real quick, what is called the Wildcat Corner. So it's time. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I told you to get hyped.
Hey guys, so welcome back to the Wildcat Corner. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is how the Wildcat Corner works. We're going to give you our favorite MVP of the episode. Stay on your side. MVP of the episode that just made us feel so awesome, whether it's from a quote they said or the song they did, because we just love this show so much. Jeff, we're going to start with you. Who was your MVP of this episode?
I'm going to say my MVP of this episode was Gina. And it was quick because I was surprised to see her won, and she killed it when she got back. It was cool to see that she got to do that performance, one that she kind of came up with, and perform it with all the stuff that's going on. We thought she was leaving. She thought she was leaving her friends.
Yes.
She worked so hard to not only put on a great show, meet these friends, now she has to leave right before the show. So to see her get all that, I was so happy for her. So that's why she was my MVP of this episode.
Shout out to Sophia and happy birthday!
Thank you. Hey, happy birthday.
She's a queen. It's her sweet 16.
She out here.
Yay!
Round 2.
I'm going to do it.
I didn't even get to dance in your shot.
I know.
Hey.
I'll do it for you. I'll do it on my side.
All right.
Kourtney. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Kourtney.
Actually, right here.
Yeah.
What was your MVP?
Can I have 2?
Sure.
Okay.
Have all you want.
Okay. My MVP, I'm gonna say, is Gina, because that dance was perfection, and also it's Sophia's birthday, and I love her so much. And my second one, I would have to say Joe, because Seb did him flying, like he flew. Him and Rico literally slayed. Also, if you don't know, Rico plays Ryan. Shout out to Rico. But like they slayed that. I was just like, like amazing. Joe, I love.
And just a side note, we're gonna get more of that season 2 because he's series regular now. So that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope.
Happy. I was like, Joe, yes.
Okay, so my MVP actually goes out to Joe because I legit love the flying.
Amen.
Like that was, I love Gina so much, and I love how she killed it, but I have to give it up. That was amazing. Like Seb did his job. Like he did it so incredible. I was like not expecting it, and when it happened, I was like, yes, queen. Okay.
And he held that note while he did it.
Right? Like I was like, it was a fluctuate of it too. It's just like
I was watching like more behind the scenes stuff, and I saw Ricky. I did Josh do it as well, and I was like, low key, I would want to do that. Like just watch him. Like I wish there was someone big enough because I'm a big dude. I wish there was someone big enough to like just make me fly for a quick second. Make me.
I know, watching the behind the scenes you guys did, and then the last Henry, I was like going, I was crying with you guys.
Please, I'm so happy you brought that up. So if you guys don't watch the behind the scenes of every episode, but especially episode 9 because they show the live read or the table read for, is it for both? For episode 9 and 10? Okay.
I told you.
Yeah, I know. So we were discussing that because like I thought it was just 9. But either way, you see the final table read, you see all the emotions. Can you like talk us through like how that was for you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So it was really weird because we got to 9 and it didn't hit us yet. And then as soon as we got to 10, Ricky has this beautiful thing that happens in 10 that I can't speak about. But as soon as that happened, we just all busted out crying. Like everyone just busted out crying, and then it finally hit us like we don't know if we're ever gonna be able to hang out like this ever again. And don't cry.
There's a season 2. Yo, we'll go back to school.
But like that was what was going through our mind, and we were like, oh freak, like this might be it. And And we were just like, okay, let's make this last. And then we all just came and just hugged each other. And we were like, we're going to talk every day. Like, if this doesn't get picked up, we're still going to hang out every single day. And it still was just like, oh my gosh, like, I hope, like, we get a chance to be together again. Because it was so much fun. Before
we get ahead, I just have one final question.
Yes.
How does it feel being a part of a legacy that you watched when you were growing up?
It's crazy. I mean, when you dream big, because even your wildest dreams won't even come close to what's going to happen if you dream. I'm just really grateful to be a part of something like this, especially with so many talented people and crew and dancers and background. Everyone a part of this show literally changed my life for the better, and I'm so blessed to say that I was able to get to know everybody and get to know their personalities and get to know their spirits, and they're literally magic, and I don't think they know how magical they are, but they're freaking magic, and I love them so much.
I feel like we could say that literally that to you. And I just thank you. I thank you for coming here. Thank you for sharing everything with us, with the audience. We loved you. I know the comments were going crazy. I was looking at them a little bit. The comments are going crazy.
Matilda Round says, I'm gonna cry. Sydney Salazar says, I started crying watching it. Then somebody gave them their MVP. So
yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, we just really appreciate you coming here and everything. And you are the door is always open for you.
Don't tell me that because I'll come.
Look,
please.
Look, do you want to join the panel? Let me know.
Join.
Come back on the finale.
What's good?
I'm here.
Exactly. No, but yeah, thank you again, and thank you guys for watching. But before we leave, where can they find you?
You can find me at Dara Renee on Instagram and at Dara_Renee on Twitter, where I share some funny videos that I think is pretty darn funny.
Can't wait for those funny videos. Where can they find you at, Shay?
You guys can find me at Real Shay Jones on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me at Disney News Weekly on Popcorn Talk. And starting next week, Good Trouble is back for the second half of the season 2. And guys, it's time to get into it.
Yes.
Oh, snap. There's so much to talk about. And you guys can follow me at Jeff Will Jr. on all your social media platforms. And if you love talking about superheroes, I'm on The Flash. If you love talking about High School Musical, I'm right here. If you want to talk about macaroni and cheese, find me on my Instagram because I want all the smoke. I like craft only, and I want nothing else. But you guys have a great day. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You're great. You're amazing. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.